Okay, so before the comments come flooding in, I'm fully aware that the Queen's coronation was in 1953, so I'm only a little bit late to the game with this video. Now the Queen's Jubilee is coming up, the Platinum Jubilee. Whenever I think of Queen Elizabeth and the royal family and food, I automatically think of coronation chicken. So here is my version of this recipe. So the ingredients you'll need for my recipe is a lemon, some coriander. Now on here I've got some sultanas or some raisins, I've got some apricots, and I've got some almonds. I like to use whole almonds, but you can use the sliced ones if you like. 4 chicken breasts, a pot of creme fraiche. Most important this one, we've got some Madras curry powder. I've got some mango chutney, some chicken stock, a whole jar of mayonnaise is going to be used here, and the secret British ingredient, Worcestershire sauce, and some salt and pepper just to season. So the first thing we need to do is poach our chicken breast. So once you can find somewhere to put the lid down from your pan, this is where we're going to get it all together. So into this pan we're going to add half a lemon. So literally just slice your lemon in half and squeeze in the juice. Now it doesn't matter if the seeds and pips fall in, because it is literally just a liquid there just to poach the chicken. Don't go firking around in hot liquid trying to pull them out, because it really doesn't matter. So then I'm going to add, I think I've got 1 pint of chicken stock here. Try and use the best quality chicken stock that you can afford, because it really does impart the flavour into the chicken as it cooks. Then we're going to be using our secret ingredient again. So I've got about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce going in. One of these days I'll learn how to say that word properly. Don't skip this step, because it really does make a difference. Now we're going to season our chicken breast, so we're going to use some salt and pepper on a chicken breast. Don't season the stock, because the stock can be quite salty on its own sometimes, so just season the chicken. Then we're just going to lay our chicken breasts into that broth, so bring it up to the boil, and then these chicken breasts are probably going to take about 30 minutes, because they are really thick, plump chicken breasts. I think it must have come from a mutant chicken or something, because they're huge, so these will take about 30 minutes. So once you've got it to the boil, pop in your chicken, and then just going to stick the lid back on again. And then we're just going to leave those to simmer away. So after about 15-20 minutes, I'm just going to toss them over to the other side. This is just to make sure that they cook nice and evenly all the way through. You can use chicken thighs in this recipe, but if you do use thighs, try and get boneless, skinless ones. You don't want any skin anywhere near this. And then pop the lid back on again for another 10-15 minutes. Now whenever I cook with chicken, whether it's chicken nuggets or whatever it is I do, I always check the temperature inside, just because I've been caught out once before and I don't want to do that again. So once your chicken is up to 75 degrees Celsius, you know you've got perfectly cooked chicken, and we can take that off and we'll leave it to one side to cool down. While the chicken's cooling down, we can get on with making our sauce. So we're going to add in, first off we want a handful of sultanas or raisins. It's entirely up to you which ones you use. I'm using raisins here, I just think they're a bit sweeter. And then I've got about 10 of these small little apricots. These are sun-dried, sweetened apricots. They're absolutely delicious in this recipe. Finely chop those up. And then I'm going to add a bunch of coriander. This is only a small bunch of coriander. Don't overpower it with the flavour of this, because it can be quite potent in there. Then I'm just going to squeeze in the juice of the other half of the lemon. Now with my almonds, like I say, I use whole ones because I like the texture and I like the crunch in there. You can use flaked almonds if you don't want to do this bit, but I just chuck it in a pestle and mortar. Like I say, I just like the texture. Then we're going to go in with our secret British sauce again, our Worcestershire sauce. A tablespoon of curry powder. Our creme fraiche. Now like I say, I use the whole jar of mayonnaise here. Make sure it's a nice full fat mayonnaise. And then I'm going to use half the jar of this beautiful mango chutney, and then we're just going to mix this all together. You want to keep mixing until it's all beautifully combined, and this is what it looks like. Now at this point, this is where you can season it, so add your salt and pepper. Once you've given it a mix with the salt and pepper in, really important that you taste it. I tasted mine and it was very clear I needed some more curry powder, so I added another tablespoon, so I've now got 2 tablespoons of curry powder in my mixture. Stir that all up, and then it's good to go. We just need our chicken. Now you can see the beautiful colour on the outside of this chicken breast. That's all come from the stock. That's why it's really important that you use a nice quality chicken stock. So I'm going to cut that in half, and then we're just going to chuck this into chunks. Now, if you wanted to use this as like a sandwich filler, then do it really thin. But because I'm doing it on top of bread, oh, look at that, beautiful. Yeah, because I'm doing it on top of bread, I leave mine quite chunky. But like I say, if you are going to make a sandwich of it, then just cut it up nice and fine. To serve mine up, I'm going to put it on top of a couple of slices of buttered seeded bread. Tastes absolutely delicious. I'm just going to top that off and finish it with a little bit of coriander. And that is my take, guys, on Coronation chicken. I hope you've enjoyed this video. God save the Queen. If you do want to support this video, it would be absolutely amazing if you could leave a super thanks. It really does help me out, and it'll all go towards the proceeds to making my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.